Welcome to this poetry lesson reading comprehension skills, where you will be exploring David Bateson's Ode to Betty Cuthbert, The Girl Called Golden. This poem celebrates the life and achievements of Betty Cuthbert, an Australian sprinter who won 4 Olympic gold medals in the 1950s and is considered one of the greatest female athletes of all time. After completing this lesson, you will be able to explain how meaning is enhanced through choice of words and phrases, identify key details from the text, identify how language, structure, and presentation contribute to meaning, make comparisons within the text, evaluate how authors use language considering the impact on the reader, explain and justify inferences with evidence from the text. First, let's read the background of the poem and learn more about Betty Cuthbert, which will examine the historical and cultural context of her life and achievements. Then let's read the poem, paying attention to the words and phrases used to describe Betty Cuthbert's accomplishments and character. A brief summary will help you to understand the content of the poem. In session 1, which deals with poetry analysis, let's begin with an activity that will help you to identify and understand the poem's vocabulary. Here you will learn how to identify unknown words and use context clues to determine their meanings. As you analyze the poem, find clues to infer characteristics of Betty by focusing on location, manner, role, and characterization. Further, identify the poetry elements like message, tone, context, speaker, point of view, setting, form, and structure. Then use the poetry elements that you have identified to write a critical appreciation of the poem. You can use the given sentence frame to support you. Select a differentiated task and research on the given super success stories who overcame failure through their hard work and determination. Now try these questions to test your understanding of the poem, to develop your analytical and interpretive skills, and to appreciate the poem's artistic qualities. Session 2 provides you with close reading techniques for analyzing poetic language. There are questions in the first stanza which are answered in the second stanza, again as questions. Relate them and see if they are further related to the third stanza. In this activity, you are encouraged to identify the figures of speech that are used in the poem. You will come across literary elements such as rhetorical question, allusion, apostrophe, anaphora, idiom, enjambment, and how they contribute to the overall meaning of the poem. Now compare and contrast Betty and her classmates to write a contrast paragraph. You can use the given sentence frame to support you. These differentiated tasks encourage you to read more poems that share a similar message as A Girl Called Golden. Now test your own understanding with regard to the identification of the poetic devices employed in the poem. Session 3 starts with a task that encourages you to come up with verse-wise summary of the poem, which helps you to understand the interpretation of the poem. Annotation of a poem involves a close and critical reading that helps you to unpack the poem's layers of meaning. Take time to identify the annotation elements such as tone, context, perspective, point of view, theme, form, and structure. Then use the annotation elements that you have identified to annotate the given lines. You can use the given sentence frame to support you. Use this differentiated task to promote active learning, foster creativity and critical thinking. Use this plenary to provide an opportunity for yourself to recap your understanding of the poem. Before I conclude, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, John D'Souza, and to say and to stay updated on the latest educational videos. To download the PowerPoint presentation of this resource, log into Teachers by Teachers and search for John D'Souza. Welcome to this poetry